Hey everybody, Team BAM with Refined Lending here. Brian, Aaron behind the camera, and Mike. Today we're going to talk to you about the home buying process from beginning to end. Mike, why don't you kick it off?
The most important step, the first step that everybody should do when they're looking to purchase a home is to get pre-approved up front. Getting pre-approved eliminates all concerns about potential credit issues. It lets you know what purchase price amount that you're going to be approved for, what monthly payment you're comfortable for, so you know you're shopping for the right homes, etc. So step one, get pre-approved. Then that pre-approval, the mortgage side, the financing side is done for a little bit, because at that point we pass it back over to your real estate agent. We can connect you with great real estate agents as well if you don't have one picked out right now. And they're going to start helping you shop for a home. They're going to be sending you properties that are coming on the market, scheduling showings with you. You find that dream house. They walk you through submitting an offer on that property and identifying a closing date. So we know we got 30 days to close on this. Here's the purchase price. And then the next step is you get a home inspection done. If you choose to do a home inspection to make sure there's no roadblocks or red flags with the property and that you're going to proceed with it, then it's flipped back over to the financing side.
So once you have that offer accepted and the inspection contingency is lifted, like Mike said, that file is then passed back off to the loan officer. Now we're going to take your file through the entire process of loan approval. The first step is going to be updating any documents that may be out of date from the time we pre-approved you until the time it took you to actually execute the contract on the home you're going to buy. Once we have those documents updated, we're going to send you out your initial disclosure package. That's what's going to start the whole process. That's going to allow us to order the appraisal on the property, start the title work on the property, and get you ready to submit for your first round of underwriting. Underwriting will typically take 1 to 3 trips back and forth between the client, the loan officer, and the underwriting department. The first time we're going in for initial approval, that's going to come out a couple of days later, usually 24 to 72 hours later, with what's called a conditional approval. That means that the underwriting department has approved your loan. We've agreed to lend you the money. However, we want a little more information on a few different items. So then we'll come back to you. We'll ask you for any additional documentation that the underwriter might need to further approve the loan. Once we have all that, we'll resubmit it. Hopefully that's for clear to close. Once the underwriter has reviewed that second submission along with the title work and all the appraisal work, we'll have you clear to close. From that point, your file is going to move from underwriting to the closing department. Once the closing department has generated your closing documents, they're going to send them over to the title company. The title company is going to work with our closing department to balance your closing disclosures and get you those final numbers so you know exactly what dollar amount you need to bring to the closing table if you need to bring anything. You may have qualified for down payment assistance. You may have qualified for 100% financing. But at that point, we'll know all the final numbers 3 to 7 days prior to the closing date. Once we have those out to you, basically we just sit around and wait for the big day where we can hand you the keys and you can sign the final paperwork.
Yeah. Final paperwork, you sign at closing. Every state's a little bit different, but a lot of times you get the keys in your hand at that point. You jump in your moving truck and you are a homeowner. Thanks for joining us today. Remember to like and subscribe. Share some comments. Let us know if you have a question or a topic you want us to cover that we have not covered. We will record a video and send that out for you. Our goal is to continue to help you through the home buying process and purchasing your first home or your next home.
Bam!
See you next time.